This is John Cohen at Next Law, and today we're talking about new stunt driving laws in Ontario. This is Lesson 5, Following Traffic. And this video directly addresses the new stunt driving laws in Ontario, the MUMS Act, Moving Ontarians More Safely Act, and will focus more on what not to do or say in court rather than the court process itself. So my firm, nextlaw.ca, defends over 500 clients each year with stunt driving charges in Ontario, and that means that we do more than double or triple that in phone calls. And as a result, I've compiled this series of reasons that people give for their stunt driving charges in Ontario in hopes of mounting a defense. And let's start by trying to understand how the law views your stunt driving charge. While most of you may not like what I'm about to say, understand it's not me saying this. It is rather it's coming from the way in which the province of Ontario or the prosecutor or the court or the actual law views your stunt driving charge or any stunt driving charge. Put simply, the province only needs to prove that you were above the speed limit of 40 kilometers per hour on a road that is less than 80 kilometers per hour as a posted limit, or a speed limit of 50 kilometers or more on a road that has a posted limit of 80 kilometers or more. And that's it. It's that simple. And the common reason for wanting to fight stunt driving charges, I was just following the flow of traffic. Everyone was speeding. Often clients will tell me how they are so upset that the officer charged them with stunt driving, even though everyone else in their lane was traveling at the same speed or in another lane. So why did they choose me and not the person in front of me? How do I even know if the radar got me and not the other cars? Or I'm a law-abiding citizen, and hundreds of other complaints or reasons. Now, while this may sound logical when debating your charge, the bottom line is that the law does not generally care about any other car other than your car. If the radar caught you at a speed classified as stunt driving, then that is enough to convict you in most circumstances. Other cars traveling at the same speed does not act as a defense to your car's speed, right? So the easiest way to think about this is to understand that the law simply needs to prove that you were traveling at a stunt driving speed. Even if 1,000 other cars were going at the same speed, the law would still be able to prove that you were traveling at that speed in your car. So sure, it's unfair that you were charged rather than the car in front of you or the car behind you, but legally it doesn't matter. You were still traveling at that speed, and that speed qualifies as stunt driving. And the officer will have all of the details of the radar, how they got you, where they caught you, the speed, etc., once they submit disclosure, the evidence, to the court. The officer keeps notes about the interactions and the charge at the roadside and is required to submit this to the court within a month or so to be used as evidence in your stunt driving case. So hopefully it doesn't leave you with, that's it, there's nothing I can do, I'm going to lose my license for 1 to 3 years. This absolutely is just not the case. Just because you've been charged with stunt driving, it doesn't mean that you will be convicted of stunt driving. These are two different things. The charge is just the beginning of the legal process. And yes, it's a devastating start because now you have a 14-day car impound and a 7-day, soon-to-be 30-day license suspension at the roadside before you even get to your first court date. Now is the time to get some legal advice and proceed very, very carefully, because while stunt driving may seem like a traffic charge that many people may not take that seriously, the best way or the easiest way to think about it is, how would you function if your license was suspended and you couldn't drive for a minimum of 1 year, right? You would run the real risk of losing your job, not being able to get to job interviews, not being able to take care of your family, or not being able to use a car for emergencies and 1,000 other reasons. So that's how serious this charge can be if it's not dealt with properly. So understand, I'm not doing this as a pitch to get your business. I'm doing this as an informational tool so you will reach out and get free legal advice. A proper law firm that specializes in stunt driving, such as ours, may have a strategy and a legal course of action that could prevent this license suspension. And best of all, the call's free. So if you look down below in the description or scroll down below, you can book a free meeting with Dan Joffe or myself, John Cohen, and there's no obligation, but that call, it could change everything.